In this tutorial we will show you how to use App Connect Autocomplete on your page. The Autocomplete component provides auto-suggestion when entering text into a text input. This is useful when you have a dynamic list of products, countries, options etc., so you can offer your users quick search and selection without having to enter long text. You can use any dynamic data source for the autocomplete component, a database query, a JSON data source, API, or an array with items. In our example we will use a database query, returned by a server action. You already know how to create a database query, and include the server action on your page, so we won't show how to do this. There are two ways of adding the autocomplete on the page. The first is to right-click the container where you want to add it into. Then select Insert Child, Forms, Autocomplete. This method adds a standard-looking, generic, HTML text input on your page. So you will have to style it yourself, later. If you are using the DMX Zone Bootstrap 4 Forms extension, as we do, you can just convert any Bootstrap 4 text input to an autocomplete input. So, select the text input and click the Make Autocomplete button. You can see the autocomplete options in the Properties panel. Enable the Match Case option if you want to make the search case sensitive. Enable the Match Accent option in order to make the search match accented characters. The Match Start option makes the search show only the results starting with the entered string, otherwise it will show all the items containing the entered characters. Add a custom message to be displayed if no results are found. Now, let's bind the dynamic data. Select your data source. In our example, this is our database query, but it's the same for any other data source, which you can use here. In the text field option select the value, which needs to be displayed in the list of suggestions. That's what the user sees on the page. This is the product name, returned by the data source. In the value field select the value, which needs to be sent from your form input. This is useful if you are using this field in order to filter some data by an ID. We select the product code, returned by our database query. And we are done. Let's preview the results. You can see the products listed by the autocomplete component. As soon as you enter a string that doesn't match, you will see the custom message which you entered. That's how easy it is to add autocomplete functionality on your page.